Hey folks, this is your best president in the history of the United States. Yes, it's me, the one and only Donald Trump. What you're about to witness will not be a bloodbath. It will be a nice and gentle conversation between me and Sleepy Joey. Unlike the fake media and the radical left who take things I say out of context and turn it into a nightmare, this will be tame in comparison. Remember that all photos and videos have been digitally recreated by Chris Dallas and his team at Celebrity Recreations, so none of it is real. But the recreations are so damn close to the real thing, it's mind-blowing. And also remember, this is all in good fun, so relax. Sit back and enjoy it, and don't get uptight whether you're a Democrat or a Republican. But I do want to warn all the lefties out there that I am leading the 2024 presidential elections by a lot. And black voters are backing me instead of Sleepy Joey in record numbers this time around. Latino voters are also making history. Polls show that my standing with Latino voters has grown since my defeat in 2020. If you want to call it a defeat, that is, since it was now proven to be a rigged election. But with some surveys, they are finding me winning more than 40% of those voters, a level not seen for a Republican in 2 decades. Allow me to point out just a few of the many things I will do to make America great again if I win the 2024 presidency. On day one, I will reissue 2020 executive order restoring the president's authority to fire rogue bureaucrats. Overhaul federal departments and agencies, firing all of the corrupt actors in our national security and intelligence apparatus. Launch a major crackdown on government leakers who collude with the media to create false narratives, pressing criminal charges when appropriate, and make every inspector general's office independent from the departments they oversee, so that they do not become protectors of the deep state. I will shut down Biden's border disaster that have let in over 10 million illegal aliens. I will again end catch and release, restore remain in Mexico, and eliminate asylum fraud. I will deputize the National Guard and local law enforcement to assist with rapidly removing illegal alien gang members and criminals. I will also deliver a merit-based immigration system that protects American labor and promotes American values. I will also always defend your Second Amendment right to keep and bear arms. I will ask Congress to pass a bill establishing that the only genders recognized by the United States government are male and female, and they are assigned at birth. State and local officials cannot be permitted to make illegal and unconstitutional changes to election procedures without the required approvals by the state legislatures. Very importantly, I will ban private money from pouring into local election offices. I stop deadly drugs, opioids, and fentanyl from coming into our country when I was the president. As a result, drug overdose deaths declined nationwide for the first time in nearly 30 years. Joe Biden has allowed drug cartels to wage war on America, steal innocent lives, and ravage our communities. I will take down the drug cartels just as I took down ISIS. I will conduct a top-to-bottom overhaul of the federal bureaucracies to clean out the rot and corruption of Washington, D.C. I will stop all COVID mandates and restore medical freedom. Anyways, there's a ton more I will do that no other president even dares to think. And all this for democracy and the freedom of our people. Now let's move on with the show. So, Joey, the economy has gone down the drain ever since you took over. How do you feel about that? Is there anything you want to say to the people that voted for you? Or wait, nobody really voted for you, I forgot. You guys stole the election with crooked tactics and election fraud. We now know everything that happened in 2020, Joey. It should have been MAGA all the way, baby.
What are you talking about, Donald? The economy is thriving with me in charge. I haven't ever gone to a food bank or slept in a homeless encampment or in a park or even under a bridge, so it must be doing well, I think.
You realize when I was the president, gas prices in March of 2020 were $1.86 a gallon, right? Now that you are there, they are what? $50 on average in March of 2024. How pathetic is that? That's almost a 100% spike since I was there, Joey.
The only gas I know and pay for is the one that comes out of my ass, Donald. Every time I fart is because I ate something that I bought with my own money. So yeah, it's expensive.
Yeah, I'm sure. And your farts aren't cheap either because the economy has gone down the tubes. Food prices are through the roof, so your farts are definitely expensive. Inflation has spiked to the highest level in over 40 years. And consumer prices have risen at least 30 to 40% overall during your time in office so far. Joey?
Sorry, Donald. It's not my fault, I swear. It truly isn't. It's that lousy vice president of mine, Kamala Harris. She runs most of the show. She takes orders and advice from that nerd Obama and puts them onto the teleprompter for me to read. And even though I screw it up most of the time, I do what she says. Because, look at her, damn it. She's so freaking mean. She could have played in the NFL. I'm afraid of her, Donald. So, I do what she says. I'm just a poor old man.
No, you're not poor, Joey. You and your son Hunter are actually crooks. And rich ones at that. How many millions of dollars did you guys steal together when you were the vice president? A bank account linked to your son Hunter received more than $5.1 million in August of 2017, shortly after his threatening messages in which your son said, I am sitting here with my father and we would like to understand why the commitment made has not been fulfilled. Tell the director that I would like to resolve this now before it gets out of hand. And now means tonight to a Chinese associate revealed by an IRS whistleblower, according to documents released by congressional investigators. Plus, we all know it now, Joey. The laptop your son Hunter had was not Russian disinformation like you all claimed. Federal investigators knew in December of 2019 that your son Hunter's laptop was not manipulated in any way and contained reliable evidence, but were obstructed from seeing all available information, according to an IRS whistleblower involved in the probe. Nearly a year before former intelligence officials and you, Joey, declared that it was part of a Russian disinformation campaign. You all lied, Joey. One whistleblower, Gary Shapley Jr., who was the supervisor of the investigation at the IRS, said that at every stage of the Hunter Biden probe, decisions were made that had the effect of benefiting the subject of the investigation.
Sorry, Donald. I know I screwed up many times, and my son, well, he screwed up too. We both lied, okay? Cut me some slack, I'm an old man. And like to fart and sleep. And my son loves the hookers and drugs, okay? I wonder how that cocaine got into the White House. Anyways, and how did the FBI know it was my son's laptop?
The FBI verified its authenticity in November of 2019 by matching the device's number against your son's Apple iCloud ID. When the FBI took possession of the device in December of 2019, they notified the IRS that it likely contained evidence of tax crimes too. The laptop repair shop owner, John Paul MacIsaac, was subpoenaed to testify before the U.S. District Court in Delaware in December 2019.
Donald, please don't tell my wife Jill about all this, okay? I don't want her knowing what a moron I am for lying to the American public. But I know you're now leading in the polls from the New York Times, CNN, CBS News, and Emerson College, which have shown you leading in a hypothetical 2024 matchup, both in key swing states and at the national level. So if you become president again, cut me and my son some slack, and I'll invite you and your beautiful wife over for a barbecue.
Joey, you have been such a disaster as president that you could take the 5 worst presidents in American history and put them together, and they would not have done the damage that you have done in 1 year. You have turned calm into chaos, competence into incompetence, stability into anarchy, and security into catastrophe. For 47 years, you viciously attacked black Americans, called young black men super predators. You're following the radical left's agenda. Take away our guns, destroy our Second Amendment, no religion, no anything, hurt the Bible, hurt God, etc. Sleepy Joey, you're just a Trojan horse for the radical left agenda. You will do whatever they want. Joey, there's nothing smart about you. You can't even do an interview. You're incompetent, Joey. You're a reclamation project, and some things are just not salvageable. And that's being nice to you.
Are you serious? I'm that bad? But I thought I was doing well for this country? I guess I am wrong. Why doesn't Putin like me as much as he likes you? Do I really fall asleep at meetings worldwide? I haven't seen the videos yet, but that's what they say about me. Also, did you actually donate your salary like you promised? I know that the presidential salary is a requirement of the U.S. Constitution in Article 2, Section 1, Clause 7. and the specific amount is set by Congress. And presidents are not legally allowed to decline their salary, but they can donate it to organizations of their choosing. Why did you not pick me to donate your $400,000 that you get annually? I would have been a great cause, Trumpy baby. If you win later this year, can you at least consider me this time? I love you, man.
Sleepy Joey, I donated at least $1.4 million of the $1.6 million I earned as president to various federal agencies. I even presented personal checks for an even $100,000 dipping into my own personal finances to make up the difference myself. Unlike you, Joey, I was the first president since John F. Kennedy to donate my entire salary. Both John F. Kennedy and Herbert Hoover donated their presidential salaries to charitable causes. And according to congressional records, George Washington initially declined his $25,000 salary, but Congress wouldn't let him.
Well, I'll be damned. That is having some big balls, Trumpy baby, or what some people call it, big kahunas.
Sleepy Joey, you're so stupid that you answered a question about the humanitarian situation in Gaza by referring to Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi as the president of Mexico. What's up that?
Yeah, I guess I did, Trumpy baby. I sure did. I thought he was the president of Mexico. What can I say? I was not focused at that time. I truly thought he was. How stupid of me, man. How did I screw up so badly? Is my memory really going?
Is your memory going? Ha 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 ha! Sleepy Joey, your memory is long gone. At a New York fundraiser, you told a story about your trip to your first group of G7 meeting after taking office. When you declared America's back, you referred to Helmut Kohl of Germany, who served as chancellor from 1982 to 1988 as being in attendance. He died in 2017, dude. WTF is wrong with you?
Did I really do that, Trumpy baby? I don't remember doing that. But if I did, I'm dumber than I thought.
And there were other times you screwed up too. At a Nevada campaign event, you were telling the same story about your meeting with world leaders at the G7. And in that episode, you referred to the president of France as François Mitterrand instead of Emmanuel Macron. You stupid moron! I could call you worse things, Joey, but I'll cut you some slack because of your age and evident cognitive decline, called dementia.
I don't think I have dementia, Trumpy baby. I really don't. Now, where did I put my slippers?
How old are you now, Sleepy Joey? 175? I lost count. Can you tell me so the public knows too?
No, Trumpy baby. I think I'm a lot older than that. What am I? The 96th president of the United States. Or is it over 100 by now? I lost count. I can't count that high anyways. Please forgive me, Trumpy baby.
You also forgot the name of Hamas. You were unable to recall the name of the terror group being fought by Israel in Gaza. You were stumbling awkwardly over your words during a press conference at the White House. You can't remember that either? You also muddled up the ongoing war in Ukraine with the Iraq War, which ended in 2011, Joey.
Holy shit! I did? WTF was I thinking? Can't remember that either, Trumpy baby.
You can't remember anything, it seems like, Sleepy Joey. Did you remember to put on some underwear this morning? Or are you bare naked under those pants, Sleepy Joey?
I think I did. I'm not sure.
Do you remember when you said at the South Lawn of the White House before heading to Chicago that Russian President Vladimir Putin had been weakened and that he was clearly losing the war in Iraq instead of the Ukraine? Or do you remember when you closed out a speech on gun control with the proclamation, God save the Queen? Man, were you referring to Queen Elizabeth II, who died in September of 2022? Or King Charles III's wife, Queen Camilla, who had just been crowned a month earlier at a grand coronation ceremony in London that you had declined to attend? In any case, neither were in Connecticut.
Shit, bro. I don't even remember that either. WTF is happening to me. I better go back to my nursing home and relax.
How about when you were speaking in a pub, the Windsor Bar in Dundalk, when you confused the New Zealand International Rugby Union side, known as the All Blacks for their dark shirts, with the black and tans? A hated police unit from Ireland's War of Independence era with a reputation for violence. You said, see this tie I have, this shamrock tie? It was given to me by one of these guys right here, who's a hell of a rugby player who beat the hell out of the black and tans.
Damn it, Trumpy baby. For the life of me, I can't remember that either.
And last but not least, Sleepy Joey. You were caught sleeping on the job at the COP Climate Change Conference in Scotland in November 2021. You were seen dozing off during the opening remarks of the climate summit, with your eyes shut at one point for more than 30 seconds. WTF is wrong with you, bro? One of your aides was seen popping over and nudging you to wake up.
Listen, Trumpy baby. I know I may have been in politics since the invention of the telegraph, but man, oh man. You tweet at 3:00 a.m. like it's a midnight snack, Donald.
It's sad talking about you all the time, Sleepy Joey. Why don't you go and campaign for a change if you want a chance of beating me later this year? Go talk to your people. Tell them how pathetic you've been running this country for the past 3 years or so, instead of hiding in your basement. Me, on the other hand, they say, Donald, your crowd is so big, it's like a Black Friday sale at Walmart. Sleepy Joey, you're so old, your first job was carving the Ten Commandments. You've been in politics longer than I've been bankrupt, and you still don't know what the hell you're doing. What's your secret?
Well, Trumpy baby, I've got more experience than a microwave oven. And speaking of microwaves, did you know they can spy on you? It's true. I heard it from my neighbor's cat. But let's get serious, Donald. Your hair is like a tribble from Star Trek. It multiplies, but nobody knows how.
Sleepy Joey, your memory is like a sieve. You forget more things than a goldfish with Alzheimer's. And your speeches, they're like a choose-your-own-adventure book. Halfway through, you forget the plot and just wing it. Turn to page 47 if you want to talk about ice cream. Turn to page 82 if you want to challenge Corn Pop to a duel.
Corn Pop was a bad dude, Donald. But let's talk about your wall. It's like a Lego project gone wrong. You promised a big, beautiful wall, but all we got were some rusty nails and a keep out sign. And your tweets? They're like fortune cookies written by a dyslexic octopus. In bed doesn't make everything profound, my friend.
Sleepy Joey, you're like a walking GPS with a broken accent. Make a U-turn at the next intersection. Ya malarkey. And your VP pick? Kamala Harris. She flip-flops more than a pancake at IHOP. 1 minute she's tough on crime. The next she's handing out free hugs to criminals. It's like watching a weather vane in a tornado.
Donald, your diet is scarier than a Stephen King novel. Fast food, Diet Coke, and KFC buckets. No wonder your brain is like a melted cheese sandwich. But let's talk about your tan. It's like you dipped your face in Cheeto dust. I bet your pillowcase looks like a Jackson Pollock painting.
Sleepy Joey, you're like a human gaff machine. You've got more slip-ups than a banana peel factory. And your rallies, they're like a bingo night at the retirement home. B12! That's my cholesterol level. But I still think you're a good guy, Joey. I could be wrong, but other than you used your powers to steal monies from foreign entities and allowing more than 10 million illegal aliens to enter our country, you still might be a good guy after all. I think you're too old to realize how badly you screwed up, and I believe you were taken advantage of from your stupid, and I mean real stupid, Biden administration, especially your dim-witted, simple-minded, unintelligent, witless, imbecilic, doltish, inane, moronic, idiotic, half-witted, absurd, nonsensical, foolish, dull-witted, ignorant, dead VP of yours, Kamala Harris.
Gaffes? Sure. I've had my slip-ups. But hey, at least I don't confuse my wife with my sister. Remember that awkward Melania moment? It's like you were playing Guess Who with your own family. Banana peels? You're right. I slip up sometimes. Okay, many times. I'm a dud, what can I say but you? You're like a walking meme. Your hair is more slippery than a buttered eel. And those rallies? They're like a mix of The Apprentice and Wheel of Fortune. Spin the wheel, solve the scandal.
Cholesterol level B12?
That's cute. My cholesterol level is lower than your approval ratings. And speaking of health, have you tried kale? It's like spinach, but for grown-ups. Stolen money? Donald, I've been in politics longer than you've been firing people on reality TV. And those foreign entities, they're called allies. Maybe you should try making some illegal aliens? We're a nation of immigrants, my friend. Unless you're a Native American, your ancestors were probably undocumented too. And Kamala? She's sharper than a tack. She's got more brains than your entire cabinet combined. WTF am I talking about? Everybody knows how stupid she is. She's the one who made me like this. I can't even walk a yard without stumbling, damn it. So, Donald, keep tweeting, keep golfing, and keep being you. But remember, I'm like a fine wine. I get better with age, I think. Man, I say shit, I'm not even sure about what's gotten into me. But for everyone watching, please vote Trump and MAGA. WTF am I saying? No. Forget I said that. Vote for me, Biden. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Sleepy Joey, I've got more stamina than a caffeinated squirrel, and at least I don't confuse my wife with my daughter. You forget more things than a goldfish with Alzheimer's. Those foreign entities, they're called business deals. Maybe you should try making some without asking for millions of dollars. Sleepy Joey, we're a nation of laws. Unless you're a Native American, your ancestors were probably undocumented too. And Kamala? She's like a chameleon, blending in wherever the political winds blow. Is this the border or a photo op? So Sleepy Joey, keep whispering, keep napping, and keep being you. But remember, I'm like a Big Mac. I'm everywhere. And as for Kamala, she's not brain dead. She's beyond that. We don't even have a word for her condition. Webster needs to make a new one up. So remember, folks, vote for me, Donald Trump. And I promise a wall so big, even aliens will say, that's overkill. MAGA all the way, baby. Here comes the Trump train.
Okay? I'm done with this debate, Trumpy baby. You're making me look bad, but maybe, just maybe, I'm worse than I think I am. Anyways, I have to run off now and go get some sleep. I'm tired.
Okay, Joey boy, you do that. I'll just go rally in another state and gather over 1 million people and get them to vote Trump again for later this year. You go and rest now. You'll need all the rest you can get. Go MAGA baby. Donald Trump out of here. Oh, and before I forget, I want to thank Chris Dallas and Celebrity Recreations for such a wonderful job recreating not just me, but all kinds of celebrities. I haven't seen anyone else get as close to the original celebrity than these guys. They are terrific, I must say. Chris Dallas is a freaking genius. They not only match the looks of us, but the voice as well. So please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share this episode so that we can continue to bring you the best recreations anywhere. Donald out!